Thank you. I'm doing this video because I was reading a new article on a comic book movie that kind of inspired me, and I agree with it because I actually thought about this a while ago. Ever since Nolan's shitty movies came about us, were thrust upon us, it's like the superhero movies, they have stopped doing opening credits themes. What the fuck? It's like, who cares about those crappy Nolan movies were long enough, but there was no credits or like beginning credit sequence. It just went straight into it and everything like that. It was, you know, Nolan's films were boring regardless, but it like they just went straight into it. There's no main theme. Even the Man of Steel, which I love, it was kind of a mini one, but not really. It was just like going to the logo, and there was no main credits theme. This is the thing that's annoying me. It's like a Superman Batman movie, you have to do a main credits theme. There's nothing in this movie you can do that's small. You have to go all out big. You have to do a main credits theme with a whole bunch of build up and then right into the movie. I think it would disservice itself just to go in straight, like not separate yourself from the shitty Nolan movies. Go back to the classic way you did stuff before. Like I said, the opening credits theme, like the Superman one from the John Williams may have been a little bit too overlong, but you could do a 4-minute to maybe 3 minutes to 4-minute credit sequence easily and make it awesome, make them bombastic. I love the way Warner Brothers was, and people who say whatever, yeah, whatever, the script for Batman and Robin was campy, I don't give a fuck. It was still a decent movie. It's better than any of Nolan's shits, but I love the original Warner Brothers, the way they were bombastic. Everything felt like a Warner Brothers movie. When Nolan came on, it neutered WB. It made every fucking thing feel like, every Batman movie trying to feel like this hard, gritty crime thriller. Batman is noir and crime, but Nolan's movies didn't even feel like noir and crime. It just felt like shitty, boring rip-offs of Michael Mann movies. They just felt like crap. They were crap. I'm sorry. You don't fuck what anybody says, but that's what I love about Man of Steel. It embraced its superhero-ness. It embraced its comic bookness, but it didn't insult the intelligence. And just like I love about all of Zack Snyder's movies, Watchmen, etc., all his movies embrace, and they're not ashamed. They're unabashedly ashamed. They're unabashedly not ashamed to be a comic book movie, and that's why I definitely want this Batman to be more comic book Batman. None of that Nolan realism garbage. Do stuff that we haven't gotten in forever. We haven't got a Batman or Superman movie in the past before Nolan's with the actual soundtrack. Of course, you're gonna put the score in it because every superhero movie has a score, but put an actual soundtrack with music. Hell, even Watchmen had an actual soundtrack with, with singers, not just score and shit like that. But go back to putting actual singers on a soundtrack. Sell CD or whatever, iPad music on iPad. Put actual singers that are singing for the movie. This is the biggest movie in a long time. You can't just skip that, put a score. And I'm sorry, I just don't know how. I think you would need two composers for this movie because I just don't understand how Hans Zimmer is gonna redo his own theme and try to make it different. I say honestly, you're probably not gonna do it, but I say you should bring back Danny Elfman because that Batman theme is different. The Superman theme was great, but when you saw the score Man of Steel, you realize it kind of got a little bit outdated. The John Williams one, even though it's classic, but the Danny Elfman theme, that Batman, that still says Batman. That's still modern, regardless if it came out in 89. It was very modern, and it still feels like Batman. So I kind of think, I wish you would go back to the Danny Elfman theme and have like Hans Zimmer and Danny Elfman, both composers, have Hans Zimmer do the Superman side and have Danny Elfman do the Batman side. I wish to God that would happen. That would be so awesome because I just want that Batman, that score feeling back. But I want an all new collaboration with Affleck, Snyder, and Goyer. Like I said, I'm so happy that Affleck was chosen. I think he's the best choice. Give a fuck what anybody says. The guy looks like Batman, has the height of Batman. He's way bigger than Christian Bale. Affleck is like 6'4". Bale's like 6, really 5'11" with stilts. Like I said, Michael Keaton was 5'8". George Clooney was 5'11". Val Kilmer was 5'11". Before Ben Affleck, the tallest Batman was actually Adam West. Adam West at 6'2". Now you have Ben Affleck at 6'4". He's gonna, how menacing he's gonna fucking look in a bat suit. He's 6'4" with the bat suit. He'll probably be like 6'7" with the Batman costume on. It's gonna be astoundingly awesome. But I just want to talk about it. Put back whatever happened to the dead art of the opening title sequence. It's like, come on, man. It's like it could be like 3 or 4 minutes. It doesn't have to be ridiculously long and stretch it out. Because I know in today's, want stuff fast, but it's like, that's glaringly missing from a lot of movies and a lot of superhero movies in general. And the art of the opening title credit sequence is awesome, and I think you would need that in a Batman Superman movie. Look at the opening title sequence to Batman Superman Apocalypse. That is awesome. That's fantastic. If you look at that, and it should be done like that. But I really think that needs to come back. Need to put soundtracks back in superhero movies. Of course, keep the score, because the Man of Steel score was fantastic, and I'm glad that Man of Steel score was utterly fantastic. But put music in the movie too. Put actual music in the soundtrack. To harken back to like Batman '89, the way they put all the Prince music in Batman '89, the way in Batman Returns they put Sushi in the Banshees video. Music video and they put the song in the movie. Batman Forever, they put U2, Brandy, so many people, Method Man. Oh my gosh, there was like a lot of people I can't think of now. Nick Cave, PJ Harvey, all those music and all that stuff in Batman Forever. Batman and Robin 2 was Bone Thugs and Harmony, Smashing Pumpkin, Google Dolls, Michelle Andiacello. There was so much more, and it was that was awesome. It was like, build it up. You can't have a Batman Superman movie and then skimp on the promotion. If you have to make a fucking soundtrack, there's a difference. Go crazy with the promotion and the toys and all that stuff, the way you did it, Batman and Robin, but keep the script good this time. That's what I was saying. Keep the script good and decent. Then you could prove you actually could do both. Keep the script decent, respectful to the mythos, and still market it like crazy with toys you know, up the wazoo and soundtracks and all that stuff. You have to go all out with a Superman and Batman movie. That you could have, you know, good art and commercialism equally. It doesn't have to be just all about the toys and forget about the story. You could remember and have a great story and still care about the promotion and merchandising and marketing of the toys, the ice creams, the video games, everything. Yeah, even you need a video game for this too. Sorry, you're gonna have to promote out the wild. This is Superman and Batman. It's never been done before. You have to take advantage of that and bring all the classic stuff from '89, also merchandise, all that type of merchandising, and the posters. Oh yeah, I forgot. I'll say it again. The posters. Please make awesome posters. Look back at the Batman '89, Batman Returns, and Batman Forever. Even if you don't like Batman and Robin, you thought it was crap, which it wasn't. It was the weakest of the four, but it wasn't a crap movie. It was a decent movie. Even if Batman and Robin, you can say what you want. You'll hate on the movies. The posters for Batman and Robin were fantastic. The posters these days are like so shit, and they're not even creative. They're so boring. Like I said, I love Man of Steel, and I think it's the #1 movie of the summer. Man of Steel all the way. Again on Blu-ray. I've seen it 6 times. Fantastic. Zack Snyder did a fantastic job. Goyer did a great job. Henry Cavill did a great job. But the posters for Man of Steel were kind of, I gotta admit, the posters were kind of blah. The posters were like, see, if I would have went by the posters, thank God I have more sense than that, because I was all on board with Zack Snyder went anyway. I just got a little worried when I saw the first 2 trailers. I was like, oh man, please don't tell me there's going to be another Superman Returns or Nolan type movie. When I saw the 3rd trailer, I was convinced. When I saw the 3rd trailer, I was convinced, but the posters didn't really help. The posters for Man of Steel were all that. They could have been better. Look at the Batman Forever and Batman and Robin, Batman Returns posters. Those are some beautiful looking, fantastic posters that you'd be proud to put on your wall. Like the Man of Steel posters, they're okay and all that, but it's not like I'm not jumping up and down. Oh my God, it's the best poster ever. Like I didn't. The Nolan posters were garbage too. People put those posters, man. I can give a fuck about the Nolan posters. They were not even creative. But go back to even the promotional stuff, the posters for the Batman Forever, the Batman '89, the Returns. Go back to that because that was lightning in a bottle, man. You should have kept that train going and had a better script for Batman and Robin. Just kept it going. Like I said, I'm counting Batman Returns, Batman Forever, and even Batman and Robin, and completely ignoring the entire Nolan trilogy. I'm just going Batman Returns, Batman Forever, Batman and Robin, and Superman versus Batman. Because I'm just acting like this. Well, it is a reboot anyway, but I'm just acting as this is as Superman Batman is a soft reboot. And to me, the Nolan trilogy never happened because it sucked anyway. Those movies were I cannot watch those crappy movies. I'm sorry. So I'm counting Batman Returns, Batman Forever, Batman and Robin. Nolan trilogy doesn't exist. Wipe away Superman, Batman. You give a fuck about Nolan trilogy. But bring it back to that where you have the opening title sequence. You have music from actual singers that is actually good. And merchandise up the wazoo and have all a good story. They have a decent story. Oh, and put Robin in it, man. It's the 75th anniversary of World's Finest. First issue ever, Batman, Robin, and Superman. World's Finest, man. You gotta give that respect, man. He was in the first ever team up ever between DC. Batman, Superman, and Robin. Ward out. Bring back the opening title credit sequence. Peace.